Hi guys, Andy here again from Mad Lad Designs, continuing the playthrough of Dungeon Command, Curse of Undeath versus the Sting of Lolth. But first, some corrections. See, so it doesn't bode well for the rest of the series, does it? If I'm doing corrections straight away. But thanks to Spider666 and Andrew Bremner for pointing these out. So the first one is, I brought out a demon web spider. However, this is actually the model for the giant spider. So that shouldn't be there. It should be one of these. There we go. That's a demon web spider, one of the small ones. Place that there. Right, also the Drow actually seem to be getting one square head start. As you can see, there's like a white dotted area which has the word start in it. All your models should start in there. There's some exceptions, but mostly the models and the miniatures should start in that dotted area. However, what I looked at was the line of the actual tile itself. So that's where they should be placed. Right, okay, well thanks guys for pointing those out. Keep pointing them out, I'm sure I'll make many more mistakes. Which I'll correct. Tactical errors I won't correct. Things where I maybe should have went one way instead of the other, or perhaps I should have killed this creature instead of losing that creature. That's just my tactical error, so I won't really correct them. But any rules errors or anything like that, yeah, I will correct. So let us begin the first round of Dungeon Command, beginning with Morgana. Right, this is just here just to remind me whose turn it is. Right, so what is she going to do? Okay, I think she'll move the Disciple of Caius. He can move 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see what we've got. 2 treasures. So that's his move action, and for his standard action he is going to grab a treasure. Every time you grab a treasure, your commander adds 1 to their morale. So Morgana's morale goes from 14 up to 15. The Skeleton Tomb Guardian can move 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he's going to stay there. One thing I forgot to do at the start of the turn though is to grab an order card. Let's see what we have. Oh, okie doke. That is the end of the activation phase. We move on to the deploy phase, where the leadership is increased by 1. To 8. So now she can have 8 points worth of leadership, of levels, of creatures on the board. We have 4, 5, 6, 7. Does she have a creature of 1? And she does. She has the zombie. So she's going to bring the zombie out. Zombie's placed in the start area. There. I think that's it. Just the cleanup phase to do. Resolve any end of turn effects. We don't have any end of turn effects. And then untap all your creatures. So here we go. And that is the end of Morgana's turn. Next we move over to Alessandra. So okay, the first thing she does is going to draw an order card. Deep Wound. Make a melee attack that deals your damage of the creature plus 10. If the target takes damage from this creature, attach this card to it. Deal 10 damage to this creature at the start of the controller's turn. So we can hit the creature, and if it takes damage, we add this card to it. And at the start of that creature's turn, it takes 10 damage. I don't think there's much you can do to take that off if it works. Okay, we'll keep hold of that. So she is going to first move her Demon Web Spider, and remember she has this walls of web that can add 2 to the speed of each spider and Drow. The spider can move 7, so now it can move 9, and it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again with the treasure. Another 2. So grab that one and grab that one. And just like the Disciple of Caius, is going to grab a treasure to add a morale. Oops, that's leadership. Morale. And now the Drow wizard is going to move. He can move 6 normally, but of course with this walls of web, he can move 8. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And if we look at the Drow wizard, he actually has a ranged attack. The number in the brackets is how many squares away he can hit. Up to 10 squares away, and it'll do 20 points of damage. So let's take a look. So 10 squares away. Let's just check this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the Tomb Guardian is 6 squares away, and the wizard has line of sight, basically drawing a straight line. So the wizard can attack the Tomb Guardian. So the wizard is going to attack the Tomb Guardian for 20 points of damage. But before we do that, I'm going to check the order cards, see if the Tomb Guardian has anything to stop this damage getting through. And unfortunately she does not. So the Tomb Guardian does indeed get 20 points of damage. Dear oh dear. Right. So now it's the turn of the Drow House Guard. And he can move 6 normally. But this walls of web, he's allowed to move 8. So 8 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You are allowed to move through your own creatures, but not enemy creatures. The Drow House Guard does have a range attack, but it's only 5 squares. 1, 2. Plus there's no line of sight. You need to have line of sight. If we look, no line of sight, so you cannot do a ranged attack. I think that's it for the activation phase. We now move on to Alessandra's deploy phase, where her leadership will increase by 1. Then we can see if we can put any other creatures out. We have 2, 4, 5 worth of creatures out. So we can put another 3 out. 5. Let me just double check. Drow Wizard is 2. Drow Houseguard is 2. Demon Web Spider is 1. So that's 5. Her leadership is 8. So we can put... we can't put that one down, it's 5. We can't put that one down, it's 4. We can't put the Dryad down, it's 4. We can put the Drow Priestess out though. I think that's what we might do. 5, 6, 7, 8. Our leadership is 8, so we can put the Drow Priestess out. That's what we're going to do. I'll show you the Drow Priestess. There you go. Right, one last thing we do, and I forgot to do it with Morgana, and I will do that but off camera, is we need to draw back up to our creature hand. So Alessandra's creature hand is 4, so we have 3, we need to draw another creature. 4. That's our new creature. There we go. It's another creature we have. And I'll draw Alessandra's back. Well, I'll actually do it now. Right, okie doke. So that concludes the first round of Dungeon Command. Everyone's moving into position, getting ready for the big fight. If you want to place your bets on who's going to win, now would be the time. And join me next time for round 2 of Dungeon Command. The Curse of the Undeath versus the Sting of Lolth. So until then guys, I will catch you later.